This is the Madden Championship Series brought to you by USAA, an official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL. USAA proud to serve the military and their families, and we join you from USAA Stadium.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, 37 yards. And the Texans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans nothing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field, and it was a fairly innocuous play call.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal.
They try again with Peterson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dante Thornton from 4 yards out. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. T.J. Hockenson, 68 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7.
Texans 7. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up top.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Peterson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. They go play action with Hurts. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 6 yards away.
And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A beautiful fake.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
Joe Mixon.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
He's already got one touchdown in his first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
At the Texans' 21-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Buying time to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Looking to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They start the drive with Peterson. An anxious moment or two there, but they do.
This is the Madden Championship Series on EA Sports. As we join you from USAA Stadium, USAA, proud to serve the military community and their families. Welcome to the booth, everyone. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, all set for a good one here. Greg, this is one of those interesting things because you talk to both coaches. They've schemed, plotted all week, and the question becomes, who's got the plan that's going to fit against this other team?
Well, that's always the question, and I think if we really got honest responses from some of these play callers in pregame, I think they're not even quite sure. Everyone goes in feeling really good about the week work. They feel really good about where they are from a game plan perspective. But now, can you adjust? Can you find the elements of that game plan that are best suited for having success in this given game? That's the key.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. He'll get about 2. That's Henry To'o on the tackle.
Henry To'o on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3 plays in, and a test. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They'll indeed go for it with Allen. Is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Result of the play.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. A handoff as they try to run it here. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
Really nice job here by the offense getting back that penalty yardage they lost on first down. And typically the rule of thumb is let's pick up half. Let's make second down more manageable. In this case, they do that and some, and now they're in good spot on second down.
63.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it's going to be third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got it. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long.
That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Houston.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And he is going to bring this one back.
This is the Madden Championship Series from USAA Stadium. As the official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL, USAA is proud to serve the military community and their families.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Here's a screen to Powell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. They'll set up the throw.
Working downfield, he's got Thornton.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, 63.
They'll look to throw here.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jeremy Shockey from 6 yards away.
And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Steelers nothing. Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They're going to look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Puka Nacua, 26 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Fights him off. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston.
And Xavier Worthy.
60 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Texans 14, Steelers 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Escapes the defender. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Puka Nacua
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The try here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, Silver.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Hurts. That is incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Oh, that is incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib.
And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Downfield and caught by Thornton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
33. And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
King, field check.
Throwing is Hurts.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
T. Higgins.
47 yards.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Steelers 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So Frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
41-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Peterson will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Xavier Worthy.
74 yards.
And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Steelers 22.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will have a touchdown.
Not the longest kick return, but it counts all the same. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
through. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught at the 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
And the Steelers first down.
Now this time he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Jalen Hurts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Steelers 29.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action with Hurts. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. Trotting! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now again to Peterson running right. And he is going to lose yardage here.
No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hey, Silver,
Again, Peterson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get...
And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Puka Nacua,
76 yards.
and the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, you know, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No. Boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
38, Steelers 36.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to throw here. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go Silver, ready?